Well, our conversation this morning helped me choose between two readings. I couldn't decide, they're very different. So our talk actually made that choice for me, so that was awesome. So wherever you are, whether it's seated or lying down, just start to let your body become more heavy. Like, no, you don't have to grip or hold on so much. Just if you're seated, let your pelvis be heavy. Let your heart rise tall. And if you're laying down, just let your spine, I see you, okay, let your spine just, yes, I can see you, beautiful. Let your spine, if you're sitting then, yeah, be tall too. Feel free to take the full inhale. And as you exhale, you can open the mouth inside out if you'd like. Let's do it 2 more times, your pace, your rate, just taking that full inhale. Feeling yourself grow, and then as you exhale, really just letting it out, whether the mouth or through the nose. And then one last time on your own. And with that last exhale, you can just imagine things melting away, any stressors, anything's hanging over your head, just kind of releasing with each exhale that comes forward here. And begin to notice your body, how it's softening and the places that can be rigid. Maybe you feel your heart beat, or the temperature in the room or in your skin. Notice your eyes softening some more, the skin softening. And then coming back to that beautiful breath, just noticing how it moves you, supports you. Being truly thankful. Our gratitude deepens when we begin to be thankful for being alive and living the life we are living. Often when we practice being thankful, we go through the process of counting our blessings, acknowledging the wonderful people, things, and places that make up our reality. While it is fine to be grateful for the good fortune we have accumulated, true thankfulness stems from a powerful comprehension of the gift of simply being alive. And when we feel it regardless of our circumstances. In this deep state of gratitude, we recognize the purity of the experience of being in and of itself. And our thankfulness is part and parcel of our awareness that we are one with this great mystery that is life. Let's stop. Let's inhale. Sit a little taller again. Let the shoulders soften down. Maybe even draw the shoulder blades together this morning and just kind of feel how we can support our hearts. And then as we're ready, we're going to open the arms up, reach out through the fingers, maybe wiggle, engage that energy there. And then all the way up to the sky. And let's look up while we're there and reach up a little taller with the heart. Maybe a smile for this new day. And then exhale, bring your palms together, your finger pads connect, and right down past the head into the heart one more time. And we'll go out again, inhaling, reaching up, look up again, energize. And then exhale, palms together, and down to heart center. And then feel free to set I know we've talked a few times, maybe in person, I don't recall, about happiness just being a string of little joyful moments. So let's, if it moves you, maybe looking for those joyful moments and pausing and realizing the happiness that is right around us and within us. And here we go. We're going to just come all the way down and come right to child's pose. Toes can come together, knees can come a little wider, forehead can come to a blanket or a mat. And once again, I just invite you to let everything settle again. You know, we moved, we rustled it up just a smidge. And can we come back to our center? Can we come back to just allowing ourselves to be right here, right now? Letting the hips settle, the pelvis be heavy again. Maybe the forehead rests and the mind again. And we let our breath kind of guide us and nurture us and soothe us. And then as you're ready, let's just reach the hands really long in front of you, palms down. Forehead still down, lifting kind of the armpits, lifting them up and back, and just getting a nice little, as you push the mat away per se, and just getting a nice opening here for a moment. And then as you exhale, just start to walk the hands over to the left, so hips drawing down, drawing back. Sometimes I like to kind of push myself away, just gently. And then once you're there, maybe if you haven't done it this way in a while, you can kind of slide that palm of the left hand down toward your knee, toward your thigh, somewhere where it goes naturally. So that it's like a right angle almost of your arm, but it doesn't have to be. It's just where it feels right for you. Using that as some leverage. And then pushing down on the palm of the right hand. And then maybe you kind of even walk the right hand over to the left a little more if you're not feeling the stretch. If you are, lovely. And then feel free, almost like you're in a canoe or something, to kind of roll your heart open to the right or maybe under to the left. Just kind of feeling where that feels really good to breathe for another moment or two. Kind of opening that right side body. So again, just listening to yourself and kind of giving yourself what you need to feel even better. And then as you're ready, you can exhale, soften the arm, kind of walk them up through center again. And then let's walk them over to the right. And once again, if you want to slide that right hand down, kind of by your right knee, that's fine. I'm going there today. And as you push down on the left palm, kind of feeling that distance, that nice opening from the left hip all the way up that side body, up by the armpit and beyond. And again, do you want to roll kind of one way or the other, just a little bit, see how it feels, what you're needing. I could stay here all day, and then when you're ready to exhale, soften, come back through center. I just want to make sure I didn't skip anything. Nope, okay, and then we'll make our way up. So stretch the hands out, bring the hips up, coming to all fours, to tabletop. Oops. And then we're just finding that tabletop, or allowing yourself to sort of ease into this pose, feeling the strength, and then once you're there, softening around your edges so that fingers are spread, the knuckles, even finger pads are pushing down, the tailbone reaches back, like there's a magnet behind us, and the crown of the head, we're looking forward to the hands. Sometimes we drop the head or look up. You can just find that nice level tabletop, navel drawing toward your spine. And just breathe here for a moment with the shoulder blades drawing down. And then think about the shoulder blades drawing together, and then your shoulders, your shoulder heads kind of rounding forward, and just kind of feel that little bit difference in engagement. So again, the shoulder blades are drawing down, supporting your heart, and then your shoulders, heads are sort of rounding forward, and you feel like it kind of opens you up a little bit more. You feel that strength. Just a nice, just noticing here. And then as you're ready, let's move into our cow and our cat. So we're going to drop the belly, reach the heart up and through, lifting the tailbone. Draw the shoulder blades down again toward one another. And then as you exhale, drop the tailbone, drop the chin toward the chest, soften, lengthen. And again, maybe those shoulder heads roll a little forward. Keep it going. Kind of find what smooth sort of movement feels right in your body, like what speed that is and what depth of opening it is in the front and the back body. Some days I really like to just really open up a little more consciously. And if your lower back is feeling like mine feels crunchy sometimes, so if you experience that, it's okay to make this your own again. So just do so. Maybe you draw the hips back a little bit more in your cat pose. And the next time that you come through center, let's pause again. Take a full inhale. And a loving long exhale. Just noticing being alive and being here and breathing and having this honor to be on this planet, right? And then one more time. Any kind of movements, organic movements that may feel good in your body. Maybe it's the hips get a little bit of a stretch to the sides, or perhaps looking over the shoulders, or even hip circles, or figure eights. Keep noticing our breath, our life force. It brings us right back to where we are in this present moment, not getting ahead of ourselves or looking in the past, but like breathing here and now. And feel free to let your head go. And then when you feel complete with this, we'll come right back to our tabletop. Draw the navel in, let's draw the shoulder blades down, right? Maybe that shoulder blades, the drawing down and supporting the heart while we round. Kind of almost, you can't really round them, but you're like feeling like that energy of rounding the shoulders forward. And then let's extend that right leg back, toes tucked, and level the hips out, and just feel like kind of like you're pushing the heel, you're pushing the sole of the foot back while you're reaching the crown of the head forward. You'll feel your thigh, your leg muscles get nice and strong, feeling alive, right? And then you can extend that left arm. And if for some reason today's not the day for the balance, you can certainly extend the edge of the hand. I wish I still can't see that well, unfortunately. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend them right off the floor, if that's in your practice today. Draw the navel in. It likes to kind of forget that. And then today, feel free to do a little bit of a back bend. So the navel is going to be important, drawing that core in as we reach through the fingers, through the foot, and then lift a little higher. So we're going to open up this way. And then exhale back to center. Inhale, lift a little higher, reaching long as well. Exhale, center. And then one more time, reach long, lift high. And the last time, we're going to bring the knee in to the center and bring the elbow in. So the opposite elbow, opposite knee, and lift round the back like draw the navel in, like a little crunch. And we'll do two more of those. Back to the center, reaching out, and then a crunch with the exhale. One more time, your bird dog. And then exhale as you draw it all together in the center. Inhale back out. And then lower the hand, lower the knee, maybe wag it out. Breathe. And here we go. We're going to just kind of open up on side two here. So extending that left leg and just feeling the energy, the strength coming through the body as we come into a balancing pose, right? On all fours. Extend the right arm as you're ready. Maybe lifting that left leg if you're here with me. Still can't see that far, unfortunately. And then I'll draw the navel in, draw the arm into the shoulder socket. Toes face down. Breathing. And then when you're ready, we're just going to lift a little higher, inhaling, and then exhaling back to that neutral position. Inhaling, lift tall, reach long. Exhale back to the neutral position. One more time. Inhale, lift, like a little back bend here. Reach long, and then back to the neutral position. Hold and breathe. And one more time. We'll inhale here. And with the exhale, we'll come into those crunches where the back body opens up. Navel draws in. Inhale back to your bird dog pose. And then exhale, nice little crunch. Navel draws in, head drops. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, crunch it out. Inhale through your neutral position. And then exhale, let the hand, the knee come down. Wag it out, child's pose. You take a moment. I actually have to use a tissue for a moment. So just take a moment where you are. Unbelievable. Excuse me. And then we'll get ready to come to our feet. So take your time. Come back to your breath. Let's tuck the toes. And if you find for your down dog you like to step your hands forward, go ahead. Inhale right here. And as you exhale, navel draws in. We start to lift the knees slowly, lift the hips, straighten the legs to some degree. And lifting the hip creases back to the sky. And reaching your heels down. And maybe we feel that feeling in the back and the shoulders like we did when we were on all fours. So drawing those shoulder blades down toward the spine and the shoulders sort of rounding forward a little, that energy. Looking down softly with the neck and the eyes toward the feet. Inhaling and exhaling. One more loving inhale, fill up, enjoy your breath. And as you exhale, we're going to look forward, bend your knees, keep your hips high, and walk your way up to the front of the mat into your forward fold as you release with the next exhale. Exhale it down. Whew. Let's sit the hips back for a moment, draw the navel in, and just feel how it feels to kind of rest the front body on the thighs. And then as you exhale, we'll fold forward here, kind of keeping that feeling of the body hugging close toward one another, the legs and the thighs. The legs in the center of our body. And then one more time, let's sit the hips back and sort of halfway in a seated position. And then exhale, forward fold. We're gonna do that one more time. Exhaling, sitting the hips back, kind of just getting a nice long back here. And then forward fold, release it. This next time, we're gonna inhale right through regular halfway lift. Strong through the legs, ground down, keep it coming. We're gonna, you got it, rise all the way up. Arms come up, let's look up again. Drawing the navel in, kind of thinking about your tailbone pushing forward, right? Heart reaches up, soften the shoulders, look up, and maybe a smile. And then as you exhale, palms come together, down through heart center. Whew. One more time, inhale. Pushing the thighs back, coming equal weight on the feet. Usually I'm on my heels, so if you're one of those, don't forget about the front of your feet. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Whew. This time, take your left hand, we'll bring it to the left hip. Inhale the right arm up. Kind of push into that left hip as you reach up tall through the right side of your body. So feel free to let it really go. So getting taller and taller as you arc over. Inhale, both arms up. And as you exhale, switch hands. So right arm to right hip and reach up through the left. A little crescent over to the side, the right side. Left body opens. Inhale back up, both arms. Exhale, flip the palms and we can swan dive nice and gracefully all the way down, forward fold. If your feet were wide like mine, bring them back hip distance. And then step your your right foot back. Stay here for a moment. Blocks are always lovely to kind of bring the floor up. And then just feel your footing here. Feel the heel lift, the right heel, as the sole of the right foot reaches back, right? You're drawing those inner thighs toward one another. Oh, you feel the hips level out. And then maybe again, the shoulder blades draw down the spine, navel lifts. And then drop the head for a minute. Ooh. Come back to our breathing. Yeah. Thankful for our breath. And then here we go. We can either bring your hands to let's bring the hands to the floor at this point. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Inhaling fully. Exhale, look forward, walk up to the front of your mat, forward fold. This time, inhale halfway, regular halfway, draw the navel in, reach the heart long and forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, reach those fingers back if they're long arms, and then exhale, fold forward. This time, all the way up, inhaling, softness in the knees, arms out, look up, maybe the palms come together and we look at the thumbs. Exhale down through your heart center. One more time, inhale out and up. Look up, maybe interlace the hands, looking at the thumbs. And then exhale down to heart center. Last time as we inhale, reach out, reach up, swan dive as you flip the palms and come down nice and gently. Step the left foot back. Use your blocks if you want that height. I like doing that here. And then reach to the sole of the left foot. Reach to the crown of the heart forward. Let's think that. Shoulder blades down, navel draws in. Inner thighs draw toward one another. And can you firm up that left leg? Yeah, and then let me drop the head. Take a bow to your breath. Right hip crease reaches back. And then as you're ready to exhale again, the hands will step down, the right foot will step back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Stay here for one round of breath, inhaling and exhaling. The next inhale, let's just glide to plank. And then as you exhale, hug your arms close, reach the elbows back, reach your heart forward as you lower down, hands either on the knees or not. And then let's take the arms out. Let's take the hands out and tent the fingers today. Pushing down on the soles of the feet and the thighs and the pubic bone, and the navel draws in a little as you kind of almost like you could slide your heart forward. Looking down with the eyes, right? Shoulder blades draw down. And as you're ready, inhale, come into that little back bend here, or big back bend. Navel draws in to support your lower back. As you exhale, lower down. We'll do two more with your breath, with your timing. Inhaling. Even the pinky toes are trying to push down, and exhaling. Lengthen too. I always forget sometimes. Just try to go up instead of forward to feel so much different. And when you're done, we're going to bring those hands back toward the ribs. Hug those elbows in so they're not splitting out. And when you exhale, reach back through the elbows, right? Tucking your toes, drawing the navel in, coming up through the knees or not. Downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale. Look forward as you exhale, floating our way up to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale halfway, just once when you get there. Exhale, fold. You got it. This time all the way up. Inhale, arms up. If you want to come to your toes, feel free. Exhale, lower the heels, hands to heart center, and keep on bowing all the way down, forward fold. Take a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Stay here for just a moment. And then lower that right knee. Inhaling, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, navel draws in, shoulder blades draw down your spine, inner thighs draw toward one another. With the next inhale, we can walk the hands up, untuck the back toe, lift up,
One more inhale, the arms are gonna come out this time and up. Maybe looking up, draw the navel in, heart lifts, heart lifts. Exhale, right arm's gonna reach forward. Left arm can come to the hip or open up and reach back. You can even draw your hand to the lower back. Inhale fully. Exhale fully, you got it. Inhale, the arms come back up. Exhale, step the hands down, and then walk your left foot out to the left. So your hands are inside, and maybe the block has helped you with the floor. And right here, planting the hands, planting the sole of the foot, drawing that left hip crease back. Either you can lift that back leg if that feels appropriate for your body today, or you can stay right where you are, reaching the heart forward in your lizard pose, just opening the hip. So another breath here, grounding that foot, feeling the energy. And then as you exhale, kind of heel toe that left foot back to its lane. And then I like to take my blocks at this point. So join me if you will. And then we'll start to draw the hips back and start to straighten that left leg into a runner's lunge. So you may have to heel toe that left foot forward. And then eventually toes toward nose, squaring off the hips. And again, with the inhale, heart reaches forward, the shoulder blades draw down. And with the exhale, maybe the elbows bend to some degree, maybe not. Maybe this is a lovely opening in the back of the leg right where you are. Soften in the areas that maybe tend to tense up during the day. It could be the pelvis, the forehead, the jaw, the heart. And then point the toes, just see how it feels, right? And maybe one more flex. Ooh. And then as you exhale, we're gonna come back to a lunge. Or not a lunge, but yeah, a lunge. And then step the hands down, tuck your right toes, and step your right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Exhale it out. Inhale, the hips kind of reach up. Those hip creases reach up and back. The heart reaches down. Softness in the knees. And then with the next exhale, plant the hands. Step that left foot back. Lower the left knee. Coming into the lunge right here. And as you're ready, lengthening the heart, inner thighs together, we're going to start to walk the hands up. Breathing again as you inhale, arms open up and reach to the sky. Reach tall, feel the opening in the front of the left hip. And as you exhale, left arm comes forward, draw your inner thighs together. Right hand can come to the back of the head, can come to the lower back and open up. Drawing the arms into the sockets, but still reaching through the fingers. Nice soft gaze, perhaps to the right or even further if your neck feels nice doing it. Inhale tall as you ground down, rise up with the arms. Look up, energize. And then exhale, hands come down through heart center, right to the mat, and start to walk your right foot over to the right. Again, maybe the floor seems low, so feel free to use blocks. So the right foot's over to your right, a nice wide stance here. If it really doesn't feel well, you can always open up to the outer edge, like the knife edge of that foot. And draw your thighs toward one another, right? Ground your left foot top. And then as you're ready, reach that heart and breathe. Have a moment here, just opening the hips. Not that you're not breathing, but just noticing you're breathing. Again, always the option if the body feels it's ready for that today to lift that left leg. Maybe even lower down with the arms. Or not. And then inhale, lengthen the heart. If you need to come up with the hands, come on up. And then exhale, walk your right toes back over in their lane, that foot, your right foot. Maybe the blocks again. tall. Exhale, the hips start to sit back as the right leg extends forward. Coming to the heel, reaching the toes back to the nose. Yes, nice runner's lunge. So with the inhale, feel the heart lengthen forward. With the exhale, inner thighs draw still toward one another and the heart maybe melts down. Toes reach back toward the nose. Just breathing. Thankful for our lives. And then as you're ready, we can point that toe, the right toes. And then one more flex. And then coming back to lunge. And tell me, I think we twisted. If we didn't, just wave and we won't. Okay, so we're gonna come up. I believe we twisted on this side. And then here we go, coming up, we're gonna step that right leg back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhaling fully. With your exhale, roll yourself into plank and lower yourself down. Exhaling down, maybe inhaling and exhaling a few times to get there. Hands can stay by the ribs this time. We're gonna push down on the hands, lengthen through the body. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower. Drawing the shoulder blades down, inhaling, lengthening and rising. Exhale and lower. Feel free to lift the hands off the mat this last time. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. This last time, you're going to tuck the toes. Draw your shoulder blades down the spine. Exhaling, navel comes in. Make your way back up. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. I rushed it. And exhale. Let's inhale the right leg up. Stay right here for a moment. And then maybe you lift that right leg a little bit higher again. Ooh. With the next exhale, come toward a plank, nice high one, with the knee coming into the chest, a little hug. Ooh. And then exhale it back. And then one more breath here. We're going to do it again. Draw the knee in toward the chest. Lift the heel up toward your sitting bone. And then exhale back. Extend the leg. And this last time, we're going to do it again, but we're going to step that foot through. Maybe help it through. And then perhaps coming up to a tall crescent lunge. Or not. Maybe the knee comes down again, and that's just as lovely. Arms can come up when you're ready or stay on your hips. You got it. Draw the inner thighs together. Maybe you adjust your stance. It's wider or shorter or even longer. And as you reach up with the heart, draw your shoulder blades down into the spine. Maybe bring the pinky fingers toward one another, spinning the palms in a little, or back. Inhaling fully. And as you exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, or to the back body, to the hip. Perhaps you turn. Shoulder blades soften down. Reach through the fingers. Whew. And then inhale back up. Exhale, hands can come to hips. We're going to spin that left foot open and then come to a warrior two foot. You got it. And for me, I wasn't in a perfect position perhaps, so maybe I moved my feet a little. So it's heel to heel or heel to inner arch. And then once you're there, let's straighten the right leg, look forward over the right, and then exhale, lunge into it again. Think about this calf, the right calf being perpendicular as you breathe. Perhaps as you're ready, you start to expand and open your wings. And then this is a lovely time to just engage through the feet, pushing down all the way up the legs, engage the glutes, and feel a little bit of the softness now in the upper body, not so much stress, right? The right glute, the right thigh, working to open that right leg out to the right versus caving in. Take another round of breath right here. And then inhale, flip your palm, reach the right arm up, let the left arm come down, Reach up, reverse your warrior. Keep lunging. And then exhale back to warrior two. Staying right here one more time. Ground your feet. And as you exhale, bend your right elbow. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Keep your heart open to the long edge of your mat. And the left arm can come up to the sky. Notice the shoulders, what's happening. Can you draw them down? Where's the weight on the feet? Feel like enjoy the opening of the heart, like it's opening up to sunshine in the sky. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Woo. Spin the right toes to the long edge of the mat. Hands to hips. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, halfway fold down and then keep on going. Little softness in the knees, maybe the heels a little wider than the toes. Soften down, take a moment. You can move a little or you can stay in stillness. Back to our breathing. Back to our feeling and honoring our livelihood, our lives, our liveliness. Hands to hips, knees softly bend, reaching through halfway all the way up. Ooh. Let's bring the arms up. We're going to cartwheel them around as we spin back into a lunge. Hands to the ground. Ooh. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale the left leg up. And then feel the right hips reaching back, right? The right hip crease. You got it. Maybe a soft bend in the knee if need be. And then as you exhale, glide into a partial plank, right? A really high plank. The left knee is going to come in toward your nose. Even the heel lifts toward your sitting bone. Draw the shoulder blades down your spine. Come and bring it back. Ooh, extend it out. Keep your breath going. Notice how it carries you through. Do it again. Little crunch up in the center here. Exhaling that left leg back nice and long. Pushing the floor away. And then the last time, like a big cat pose here. And as you're ready, exhale, step that down. Stay right here for just a moment. Inhaling, the arms can come up this time. Exhale, let's open the right toes. A little change here. Arms come out, warrior two. Second side. And then my heart likes to kind of go forward. Can we open the heart to the long edge of the mat? Let the arms come out. And then engage. So push down on the soles of the feet. Maybe they feel like they're spreading the mat apart. Maybe for you it's kind of drawing the mat toward the center. The outer edge of that right foot is just equally grounded too. Glutes are engaged, right? Feel your glutes turning on, supporting your lower body, letting your upper body soften. Inhale, flip the left palm, lengthen the left arm up, look up like you're painting a rainbow on the sky, right arm softens down. Keep your lunge nice and lovely. Exhale it back to warrior two. Take another breath right here. Let's straighten the left leg for a moment. And then exhale, bend into the left lunge again. Inhale again. Exhale, bend the left elbow, forearm to thigh. Right arm can come up. You can come behind the back. And wrap around. You decide where it feels good. Today I'm going just straight up. I'm not even going over the ear. If that feels wonderful to you, extend it even more. The lower shoulder, can that open up? Collarbone smiling. Breathing. One more breath here. Draw the navel in. Heart reaches up toward the sky. And then as you exhale, straighten the left leg. Spin the left toes forward toward the long edge of the mat. Hands can come to hips. I'm going to turn around so you don't have to see this. And then once again, maybe toes go a little pigeon-toed here. Inhale, the heart comes nice and tall. And then leading with the heart as you exhale, soften through the knees a little. Coming all the way down. Hands can come to the mat. Maybe they come to the ankles. Make it your own expression here. Breathe your way. You can come into like an extended down dog. And then walking our hands back, bending the knees slightly. Hands are going to walk up to the hips as we rise up. Nice and tall. Beautiful. Let's heel toe the feet toward one another. Yeah, here we go. Okay, well, we're not going to do that part. And then we're going to inhale the arms up. We're still facing that long edge of the mat. Exhale, hands through heart center, and then continue to bring them down to the heart. And then keep going. We're going to forward fold right in this sideways kind of position here. Coming down, forward fold. And then draw your navel in. Begin to lift, come to the toes of the right foot. So lifting the right heel. It's like you could hug your knee in toward your chest. And then here, maybe you take your hand and hold your shin or your ankle or your something, part of your leg. And then start to get your balance on your left leg. Scoop in like that cat pose. And then maybe we start to lift, sit the hips back a little as we lift the leg up. And perhaps it comes down and steps down, and that's fine. Or perhaps it comes up with you. Every moment is different, breathing wherever you are. Knee starts to lift if it's not. Flexing the toes again. And then right on that standing leg, just feel the foot more equally grounded. And then strong and tall with a little softness around the knee though. Hands can come to hips or hands can reach up or to heart center. Find a soft point to focus on. Straighten the arms if they're up, you got it. Engage the fingers, thumbs. And then open the right hip. So open the right knee out to the side. Think about the movement coming from your glute, right? And the strength of movement at the hip. And then right here, you can stay right here, or you can bring the sole of the foot almost to the leg, the opposite leg, or you can actually bring your sole of the foot to the leg, pushing them toward one another, coming into your tree. So any version of a tree today that suits you, that calls you. Breathing the fresh air, the imaginary fresh air, where we're planted. And then feel free to either look up or soften the eyes a little, or nothing. Stay right where you are. Maybe you blow in the wind a little. And then maybe we dismount the same way, or perhaps dismount, I love it, or not. So we're going to either just remove the foot from the opposite leg if it's there, flex the toes, and slowly close that book, right? Knee coming forward. Exhale, hands through heart center, stepping it down. Walk it out, really nice. Take another breath in, and another breath out. Maybe lifting the toes, spreading them, and then bringing them back down. Just to feel your feet on the ground, your connection with the earth. And then as you're ready, we'll inhale, look up. Maybe you rise up on the toes if it feels good. And then as you exhale, hands come down through heart center, lower the heels if they're up. Slowly, gently, lovingly folding, breathing, exhaling down. So grounding the feet again. Maybe you lift the toes and spread them if you notice you kind of clench the feet or something. Lift the hips really high as you ground. Heart reaches down. And as you are ready, softening the face, softening those peripheral parts, and then lift the left heel, kind of like you're hugging your knee in, like we did before when we did that halfway lift. We were sitting back a little, but we had both feet on the ground. And yeah, we stay right here in that little navel crunching in, and perhaps we lift the toes off the ground for a moment, and then put them down, or perhaps they come up with us as we lift the leg, coming into a one-legged standing pose. Again, it may come up and down until we find our footing. That's fine. And then once you're there, yeah, really feel like that right sole's pushing down, that right thigh's pushing back, that glutes turned on, right? Both of them, especially the right in this instance. The toes are flexed, the heart reaches up, crown of the head. What about the shoulders? What's happening there in the core? And then we can either stay here, or we can start to open like a book, opening the page to the left. And if you do, turn that glute on, like wrapping it right around and under there. Softness in the right knee, even though you're reaching tall. And then maybe the foot touches the leg, the left foot, sole of the foot, or maybe it just hovers near it. And whatever you've chosen, enjoy. Come in, come out, stay in. Perhaps the arms stay at the hands at the heart in this pose, or maybe you explore more. If you'd like more of a challenge, the arms can raise. You can come to the toes of the standing leg, or looking up is always a challenge for me. Just being with our breath. And as you're ready to exhale, perhaps you can do it today without bringing the foot down, or maybe it comes down, knee comes forward, exhale, stepping down, walk it out for a moment. Be right here in your mountain pose. And then as you're ready, inhale the arms up again. Ground your feet, push your thighs back. Maybe the pelvis kind of pushes forward as your heart lifts up. Look up, reach the thumbs back. Little back bend. And then rising tall to exhale and come down. And let's fold forward. So keep on breathing your way, kind of just curling down. Hands can come to the mat. We're going to turn facing forward, hands and knees. Tabletop one more time. Coming into the tabletop. Great. We're going to tuck the toes. And then today, just let's do a little variation here. So the toes are tucked, shoulder blades draw down, navel draws in. Take a moment, feel where you're at, space. Breathe. Maybe the shoulders kind of roll forward as like we did earlier. And then with the next exhale, just slightly lift your knees up. Your knees come off the ground. Lengthen the heart, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, lower. Inhale, one more time, lift slightly off the ground, and then a smidgen more. Exhale, lower. Excuse me, the third time we're going to come just a little bit off the ground, lifting, and then lift a little more and a little more, like a little cat almost pose here. So shoulder blades draw down, navel draws in, maybe you kind of curl them forward a little. Exhale, slowly lower down. Sit your hips back toward your heels, and then walk your hands back. Bring your legs toward one another. And then we'll walk our hands back behind our bodies. So tenting the fingers, so up on the fingertips. If it's still really far away from you, then you can bring the blocks behind you. And then draw those shoulder blades in toward the spine, right? Reach the heart nice and tall. Grounding with what's touching the earth. Reaching up with what was not. The head can drop if it feels good. If not, no worries. As you're ready to exhale, first get nice and tall before you exhale and slowly kind of drift out of the pose. 'Pose. We'll do it one more time. Inhaling the heart up. your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lift tall, and then slowly soften out. Okay, 3 times, third time's a charm. One more time, just a nice, beautiful back bend. And feel free to really walk back and open up if that feels like it's totally in your wheelhouse right now, to just really get a nice, deeper bend. So draw the shoulder blades toward one another, support your spine, soften your face, hear your breath. Remember the stream of joyful moments. And then as you're ready, lifting the heart and then softening back down. Woo. All right, let's just roll onto one of your hips. We're gonna roll out to sit on our bottoms, extending the feet nice and long. Ooh. Scooch up till you're in the center of your mat. And then let your body, you can either put your hands behind your legs or not, and then just let your belly scoop in as you softly and slowly and like mindfully just roll down back body, eventually coming to the floor, the upper body. Yeah, let it rest. And then we're gonna extend the left leg, flex the toes, ground what's touching, connect it, feel your connection there. And then the right knee's bent, the sole of the foot's down. And that being said, we're gonna lift the hips and move them over to the right a little bit. Yep. And then bring the right knee in. Take your left hand to your right knee or the outside of it and start to roll over. So you're gonna cross the knee over the body, coming into a gentle twist. So left leg long, right knee bent, arms out to the side if they're not. Think about your right shoulder being connected. Your hand can stay on that leg, or not, or maybe under it, or maybe on the ground, wherever it feels right. Head can turn toward the degree it feels right for your neck. So you twist to your degree. Listening to our body, not trying to prove anything, except connecting. Just connection. Inhale the knee up, center. Step that foot down, we'll switch. So move your hips back through center, maybe over a little bit more to the left. Extend your right leg long, left knee comes in, little hug. That right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, left leg, left arm extends. And then cross it over, just a gentle twist. Left knee going over to the right side. If you need to adjust and move your hips or shoulders over a little more, go ahead, one way or the other. Again, inhale the knee in, step the foot down, readjust your hips to the center. We'll bring both knees in for a hug. And then as you exhale, step the feet down. You can bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe make fists and put them underneath by your upper legs. Yeah. And if this doesn't feel good, extend the legs, because we're coming into our just a few moments of Shavasana, just a few moments to let everything that we've practiced today just move through us and from us. So again, legs can straighten or not, whatever feels right for your body as you soften. And let your hips be heavy again. Your head, arms and legs rest. take another beautiful, loving breath. Make it as deep as you'd like. And release it slowly. Not a long releasing exhale. Letting everything melt back down, softening around your edges again, connecting with your breathing, noticing it. And then maybe flexing the feet or just moving the toes, hands or fingers. And then the corners of the mouth can just gently curl up. And eventually let's bring one leg and then the other leg into the chest. Knees bent. Nice beautiful hug. As big as you want. The head and neck and shoulders can lift or not. And then as you're finally ready to take that next exhale to release it all out, roll to one side, and please give yourself a full inhale and a full exhale right here. Just remembering our invitation to honor being alive today. Whatever the circumstances are, we're here. And we're thankful. And then as your body is ready to push down with your hands, to just let your heart come up and your head follow. And then you can sit or kneel. Our gratitude deepens when we begin to be thankful for being alive and living the life we're living. We're going to inhale again, ground down. Notice you're connected to the earth as you open the arms wide, wiggle the fingers, reach through them, and then continue all the way up. Nice big stretch and opening. Look up to the sky one more time. And then exhale, really bring the palms, feel the energy between both hands, the right and the left, because they just slide down past the head toward your heart. Maybe the thumb knuckles come into the sternum and just connect there. The light and the love that is inside of me honors the light and the love that is inside of you. And I honor and am grateful for the miracle of you. Namaste.